In the heart of the city's ceaseless rhythm, amidst a sea of faces rushing past, I stood alone. My hands delved into my pockets one after the other, turning them inside out to reveal nothing but lint and air. Above me, the word "zero cash survival" materialized against the backdrop of towering glass and steel, a stark declaration of the challenge ahead. With no money, no phone, and no connections, I was about to test the limits of my own resilience against the unforgiving landscape of urban anonymity. The city, usually a place of endless opportunity, suddenly felt like a vast, intimidating wilderness, and I was stepping into it with absolutely nothing. As daylight began to fade on the first day, the city's vibrant energy transformed into something more menacing. The cheerful crowds dispersed, replaced by long, cold shadows that stretched across the pavement. My aimless wandering now had a desperate purpose: finding a safe place to rest. Every doorway and alcove was scrutinized, every potential shelter assessed for a modicum of security. I eventually settled on a wooden bench in a small deserted park, hoping the darkness would grant me a few hours of undisturbed sleep. But the city never truly rests. The jarring beam of a flashlight and the firm voice of a security guard moved me along, reminding me that even a simple park bench was a luxury I couldn't afford. The night was long, cold, and punctuated by the constant need to keep moving. With the dawn of the second day, a new and more primal challenge emerged: hunger. The gnawing emptiness in my stomach became a relentless drumbeat, driving every thought and action. My initial search was humbling and desperate, my eyes scanning the contents of public bins for anything discarded but edible. The reality of this act was a difficult pill to swallow, a stark confrontation with the fragility of dignity. Just as despair began to set in, a stroke of luck guided me. I overheard a conversation about a local community kitchen and followed the faint trail of hope. The sight of the food pantry was like an oasis in the desert. The simple meal they provided, a bowl of warm soup and a piece of bread, was more than just sustenance. It was a lifeline, a moment of profound gratitude that tasted richer than any feast I had ever known. Just when the weight of isolation felt heaviest, a small, unexpected interaction pierced through the gloom. While I was sitting on a curb trying to gather my thoughts and conserve my dwindling energy, a man walking by paused. He didn't say much, simply extended his hand and offered me a sealed bottle of water. Our eyes met for a brief moment, an unspoken acknowledgement passing between us. The camera zoomed in on the bottle, the cool condensation beating on its surface. This simple gesture, a minor courtesy in his world, was a monumental act of kindness in mine. It was a powerful reminder that humanity could still be found in the most unexpected corners. A flicker of light that rekindled a sliver of faith in the goodness of strangers. As the first light of a new day painted the sky in soft hues of orange and pink, I found myself sitting by the quiet flow of a river. The water moved steadily, indifferent to the struggles playing out on its banks. Watching the sunrise, I reflected on the grueling ordeal. The hunger, the cold, the constant vulnerability, it had all stripped away the person I thought I was, revealing a core I didn't know existed. I had learned that society's safety nets are filled with holes, and that falling through them is easier than anyone imagines. But I also learned about my own capacity to endure, to find hope in the smallest of gestures, and to see the world not just as a place of commerce and transaction, but as a complex web of human connection, however fragile it may be. This was more than a challenge. It was a profound and painful education.